What's up, YouTube? It's your boy HBG made Kai, and I'm here. I'm here. I'm letting y'all know, YouTube. I'm here. You know what I mean? So I got a crazy story time. This is the first first video uploaded to the channel. And we going hard. I'm going hard. We going hard. It's 2022. This is a fresh beginning. This is the year like where we take over, and we about to bomb this. We finna bomb this. I've been wanting to make a YouTube channel and really post for like the past 5 years. I've been talking about this. Anybody that's close to me knows this. Like, I've been talking about making a YouTube channel for a long time now. So I think since this is a fresh year, fresh start, you know, a new me. I had to get myself together. I had a lot going on, but this is it. This is my time. This is my time. I'm about to really bomb this, and we're gonna take over as a family. Like, I look at y'all as a family. You know, we're gonna build this up. I'm gonna build this from the bottom up. I want this to be perfect. You know, I was gonna start making videos about next month when I get all my equipment in, the tripod, the camera, the actual camera, the lighting, everything. But you know, my bad. So, but I was just like, nah, it's already January. I'm not trying to wait. I want to get started now. You know, I got everything I need. I got my phone. I got the mic. I got a little ring light right here I stole from my little sister. So I'm just like, I might as well get to it now. So yeah, let's jump into this story time. So this happened about 2 years ago. I'm gonna give y'all a little back, like what happened like the day before leading up to the crazy event. So this was on a Thursday. I hit my brother. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm gonna come down for the weekend. You know, I used to do this like every 2 weeks. So I used to go down and visit my brother in school. You know, he got his own apartment, things like that. So it was Thursday evening. You know, we all on the game playing 2K, Apex, you know, PG God right here, but we'll talk about that later on. I hit him up, like I said, it was the evening. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm gonna come down for the weekend. Like, anything going on? He was like, yeah, little bro. You know, it's a couple functions we can slide to. Like, we can get lit. I'm like, all right, bet. So Thursday night, I filled my gas tank up in the car. I packed my bags already, got my fit, got my sneakers, everything already in the car. The only thing I had to pack was my PlayStation. So I'm like, all right. I'm like, what time you want me to come down? Mind you, my brother's in school still. Like, he had class, and my brother plays basketball. Like, he still had to go to practice after his classes. So he like, little bro, come down and like jump on the road at like 6:30, 6:30ish, 7ish. I'm like, all right, bet. Mind you, it's 45 minutes to get there from where I live at. So he like, I'm like, all right, bet. So Friday morning comes around. I hit him up in the morning. I said, it's still cool if I come down. Like, we can turn up this week. He like, yeah, little bro, like, you know, it's never a problem. Like, you can always come down. So I'm like, all right, bet. So I'm chilling throughout the day. I grabbed lunch, came back to the crib, hopped back on the game, chilling with the guys. We talking, chopping it up, you know. I think my brother called me around, I want to say it was like 4. She was like, I'm about to go to my last class, little bro, then I'm going straight to practice. I'm gonna let you know when to come. I'm like, all right, bet. So, dang, it was crazy. Like, a lot happened that day. So it was like 5:30. My mom had just got off work. I'm letting her know. I'm like, I'm going down to my brother's. You know, I'm just letting everybody know where I'm gonna be at. Let my dad know. Everybody like, all right, cool. Let us know when you get down there. Have it like drive safe. Make sure you got your seatbelt on. Stuff like that. I'm like, all right, cool. I grabbed some food before I got on the highway. I grabbed some food. Then I jumped straight on the road. So mind you, I don't like driving that dark for real because I'm blind. Like, anybody that knows me, they know I'm blind. I wear contacts, but it don't always work. I should be wearing my glasses, but I don't. So as I'm on the highway, mind you, it's 45 minutes from where I live. So I'm pushing. I got that Kodak on. I'm bopping in the wind. I'm bopping in that jump. Got my seat back. I'm leaning. I mean, I'm chilling. So, you know when you're on the highway, I don't want to say it the wrong way, but you know when the cops are sitting like in the middle of the highway, like you going this way and then it's the cop and then the car's going that way. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm trying to say. So they sitting right there. I'm 30 minutes into my drive at this point. I called my brother. I'm like, yo, bro, like I'm about to pull up like 10, 15 minutes, be outside. He's like, all right, bet. I'm on the highway. Right, I'm riding in the left lane. There's tractor trailer in front of me. So I really can't see already. And he's just making it worse. So I'm going off of his moves. You know, I'm playing the distance, but I really can't see still. Like I can't see like where the if it was cops, I couldn't see where the cops was sitting on each side. So I'm like, dang. So I get a call on my phone. It's my homie. He calling to check on me. I put look. I told you I'm leaning listening to Kodak. So I threw my AirPod in. My phone connect. As I'm going, just like as I'm putting it in, like I look over real quick and I see the cops. I'm like, oh, I said, bro, it's the boys. Let me call you back. So how the cops were sitting, like one was facing this way, like the direction the cars is going this way, and the other cop was sitting this way, the car's going that way. So the cop hops out behind me, like as I'm going by, I'm going about, I think the speed limit was like 75. I think I was going like 5 over. So I'm like, all right, I'm not speeding or nothing. Like I should be cool. So he just playing my tail. I'm watching him. He watching me. The tractor trailer is still in front of me. So I'm like, dang, like, let me hurry up and turn my turn signal and hop in the right lane. Maybe he's going somewhere else and he not really like coming for me. So when I turn my right turn signal and I'm hopping over, he turned his on to hop over. I'm like, dang. So I'm not thinking like he about to pull me over still. In my head, I'm just like, I don't know what he got going on, but I don't think he pulling me over because he would have pulled me over by now to hit his lights. So the tractor trailer ends up coming over to the right lane. So I'm like, yo, like this tractor trailer in my way, like they trying to set me up. Like, so I hop back over to the left lane. I'm speeding up a little bit. At this point, now I'm getting irritated. I hop in the left lane. I'm picking up the speed. I'm going about 85 now. Now I know I'm tripping. The cop hops over with me. I'm trying to get in front of the tractor trailer. I seen there was an exit coming up, so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna hop off the highway real quick. So I get in front of the tractor trailer, hop off the highway, and this is when it gets crazy, like beyond crazy. So I'm not even thinking about what I have in the car because like it's crazy. Just listen. So I'm forgetting what I have in the car. I hop off the highway. I don't know where I'm at this point. Like I don't know where I'm at. It's cornfields. It's dark. Like I don't see no lights, no street lights. I don't see no houses or nothing. So I'm like, dang. So in my head, I'm trying to remember what I seen on the sign, like where the stores was at and all this, but I couldn't remember. Like I'm worried about this cop because the cop hopped over and still is following me, like off the highway. I'm at the bottom of the ramp at the stop sign. He's sitting behind me and still didn't turn his lights on. So now I'm like, what the heck? I end up turning left. I'm driving up this road for about a mile. It's dark, no lights, nothing. So when I got to the end of that road, the road I was on, you couldn't turn left, you couldn't go straight, you could only turn right. So I'm at the stop sign, turn my right turn signal on. I turned and it was a development, like a house development that I can see. So I'm like, all right, cool. Like I'm gonna pull into my driveway, act like this is my crib. Man, I get up to the houses. I'm like, oh nah, I don't want to say it and make it seem like I'm talking, I don't know. But when I put up to development, I said, oh yeah, nah, I'm not pulling in nobody's driveway. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. I'm like, I'm not pulling in nobody's driveway over here. So I ended up driving through the development, came to another road, but I could only turn right again. So I turned right. The cop is still behind me. Like at this point, like he's still behind me. Like still didn't hit his lights or nothing. I'm like, I know I'm already looking like suspicious. So I'm just like, I don't know what to do at this point. So I end up turning right at the stop sign again. Then I come on this little bridge and I can see the highway that I was just on. So I'm like, all right, maybe I'm close. So as soon as we got on the bridge, the cop hit the light. I'm like, dang, like, then my heart started pumping. I call my brother. I'm like, yo, bro, I just got pulled over. I'm just like, you know, like, he like, you don't got nothing on you, right? My heart drops. I said, bro, I do. I'm just like, I forgot that I was bringing your firearm down. I was bringing, like, so my brother's 21. At the time, he was 22, actually. My brother was 22. He had a firearm. If anybody knows what the P80 Ghost Glocks are, like the homemade Glocks, that's what it is. So I was taking his down because he had left it at home, like back where we live at. He left it. I'm like, all right, bro, I'll bring it down. Me not even thinking, like, I'm not 21 yet. And I'm asking, like, it's crazy. Like, I used to look it up. I used to be like, can someone under 21 ride with a firearm? And I used to always get those, you can ride with a firearm if it's unloaded, like the magazine's out and out of your reach. So I had it in my glove compartment, like the little center console. I took the magazine out the day, and this happened on Thursday. I took the magazine out. I'm putting it in the center console. I forgot, like I forgot. So the cop pulls me over. He's like, you were driving reckless on the highway, so I followed you to see if I could see anything else. I'm like, no, officer, I don't drink. I don't smoke. Like, I really don't drink, or I really don't smoke. So then he hit me with the famous line. You know their famous line? Oh, we smell marijuana. I start laughing. I'm like, officer, there's no marijuana. Like, nobody's, like, I haven't smoked in the car. Nobody's been in my car smoking. He just like, well, I smell marijuana. This is a probable cause. I can search the car. I'm like, all right, let me call my mom or let me call my lawyer real quick. He's just like, no, either way, I can still search the car as probable cause because I smell it. I'm like, all right. And so I step out the car, you know, he did the little search down, you know, we chopping it up. He was being respectful. Like, I give it to him. Like, I wasn't giving him a hard time. He wasn't giving me a hard time. But Lord and behold, I forgot again. Well, I really didn't forget. Like, I knew it was in the car, but I wasn't going to be like, yeah, officer, there is marijuana in the car. So there was marijuana in my bag. It was a small amount. I think it was like eighth in my bag. You know, I was taking it down. I'm not gonna snitch, but I was taking it down with me and my brother. So I was taking it down with me and my brother. So they ran the bag. He ran the dog around the car just to see if there was anything else in the car. So mind you, remember back on the highway, we're gonna go back a little bit. You remember I was on the highway and the cop that was facing the other way, like watching the cars come this way, he ended up showing up and was like, yeah, like they're drug enforcement. Like they're only looking for drugs, basically. So the cop that had pulled me over the first time after he got done running the dog didn't find anything. They're just like, we're gonna search the car one more time, just to make sure we didn't miss anything, you know, things like that, like they're supposed to do. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'm standing back at their car. They got me in handcuffs. Like, I'm thinking I'm about to hop back in the car and get to my brother's crib. I had my brother in my AirPod the whole time. Like, my brother could hear everything. So the cop that had just pulled up, he's searching the car again. He was like, is there anything in here that I need to be know, like that I need to know? I'm just like, no, like he found the marijuana already. That's it. He's like, all right, well, we're just gonna search it down one more time. So they started at the trunk. Mind you, I got 212s, like speakers in my trunk. They moving my speakers around, looking through everything. They just, you know, do what they had to do, searching the car. The cop that had just pulled up after he got done searching the trunk, he went to the driver's side door. He's looking in between the, you know, like the crack of the, like the seat, like to go underneath the seat. He's looking there, he ain't find nothing. Then he lifts the center console up. All I hear was jackpot. I'm like, what? Oh, he's just like, yeah, jackpot. He just kept saying, he called. He was like, come over here, look at this. He's calling the other officer. The other officer's looking at it. He's just like, oh, so there's nothing else in the car, sir. I'm just like, no, like, no. So they end up pulling the firearm out. I'm like, dang. I'm talking to my brother can hear everything in the headphones. So I'm just like, wow. I'm like, bro, I really did forget. Like, I forgot. You know, and I told the officer the same thing. Like, I wasn't saying it wasn't mine. I wasn't saying, like I wasn't trying to brush it off or nothing, like, put it on somebody else. I said, yeah, officer, I was bringing it down to my brother. Like, I forgot that I even had it in the car. I told him, like, what I thought I was legal. Like, I thought I could ride with the firearm in the car. And I had, like, the magazine just had to be taken out. And it couldn't be in reach or just out in the car, like, on the seat or on me. He just like, no, in Pennsylvania, you had to be 21 and all this stuff and all this and this and this and that, you know, giving me the whole backdrop. Then it hit me with, is it stolen? Is it? I'm like, no, officer. Like, I just told you, like, this is for my brother. I'm just bringing it down. I told him everything. I said, I'm going down to visit him for the weekend, you know, spend some time with my brother. They end up calling, like, their, how do you say it? Like, their boss. I forget the proper name for it, but they end up calling their boss. He's just like, bring him in. I can hear him over the radio. He's like, bring him in. So I'm like, oh, man. So they end up putting me in handcuffs. They took me to the police station. And when I got to the police station, they handcuffed me to the table. They was like, you want to make a phone call real quick? Like, they being cool. They're like, you want to make a phone call? I'm like, yeah, can I call my mom? I ain't call my mom. I was scared. I'm just like, my mom about to break me. So I'm just like, you know what? I called my girl. I think my girl was asleep. I ended up calling my girl's brother. I forget who I called. I think I called her brother. I was like, yo, let Naya know, like, I'm about to get locked up. Like, they found a gun or some marijuana on me. He's like, all right, bro. So I end up sending a text to my mom. You know, like, when y'all in trouble, but, like, you're trying to, I mean, with your parents. I think I sent my mom with the, I love you, mom. Like, I messed up this time. I hit her with one of those, you feel me? So, like, I ended up sending a message. My mom was in, I think my mom was about, I want to say my mom was about an hour and 45 minutes away from where I'm at right now, like in this police station. My mom was an hour and 45 minutes away. She was with my cousin's mom. Man, when I tell you, by the time I was leaving from the police station to head to jail, my mom was outside. Like, I'm like, yo, like, my mom really a real one. Like, she really came, like, right or wrong, I know my mom got my back. Like, for anything, I know my mom coming. She gonna make sure I'm cool. Like, and that's what she did. That's what a mother's supposed to do. So my mom pulled up. They like, you want to give your phone to your mom or you want to keep it? I'm just like, I'll keep it, because, like, I know I'm about to go to jail. When I get out, I need my phone. So this is where I wasn't nervous no more at this point, because, like, I know my mom's cool. My mom's here. She got my back. And my pops, all right, no, my pops is coming. That's how he is. So I had about a 20-minute drive. I had a 20-minute drive from the police station to the actual prison that I was going to. So on my way to the prison, the officer that had pulled me over, like, first, that was the one that was there first, he was being cool. He talking to me about Eminem, and is there a song he wants me to play? Like, is there a song he could play for me before he drops me off? I'm like, yeah, like, you know, and I'm a huge NBA YoungBoy fan. So he just like, is there a song you want to play? I'm like, yeah, can you play NBA YoungBoy? I think it was like Ain't Easy. I think that was the name of the song. I was like, can you play Ain't Easy for me? So we playing, he turning it up. He like, yo, like, this is nice. Who is this? I'm telling you, like, we talking. You know, he was cool. Like, and I give him full props. Like, he did his job. He did what he had to do, and he was real professional about it, because he could have went a whole nother way. Like, it could have went a whole nother way that night. We ended up getting to the prison. He ended up checking me in, leaving all my items for me. He was just a cool officer at the end of the day. I never had that type of experience with an officer. I always had, like, negative and all this craziness with an officer. He was probably the coolest officer I had. And it's crazy, though. He ended up taking my number down. He was like, when you come home, he said, when you get out, I'm gonna get in contact with you. He said, I want to check up on you. He said, you seem like a good kid. You know, you got a good head on your shoulders. Like, I just want to see. He said, I want to see how you're doing after this. Like, we talked about my future when I was on my way to the prison. We talked about all of that. And this is where it really, really gets crazy, yo. So as they checked me and they did my fingerprints, took my picture and everything, I'm in the cell by myself at this moment. like by myself, chilling. They gave me a brown baggie with peanut butter, 2 slices of bread, and some powder to make a juice. And I was like, all right. I ain't drink none of it. I ain't eat none of it. I'm chilling in my bed with the little wool blanket they gave me, 2 of them. I'm chilling. I'm asleep. It was about 4 a.m. at this point. They knocking at my Makai Pen, get up. So I'm like, oh man, I'm sitting on the bed. I'm like, yo, what's going on? Like, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. So, and the only reason I knew it was 4 o'clock in the morning because I can peek out my little cell door a little bit and see the TV that the guard was watching, and I could see the time. He was watching UFC. It was weird, but I could see the time. I'm like, dang. So I walk out. I'm like, what's going on? And they was like, you're on the general population. I'm like, what? I'm like, all right, cool. You know, they end up putting the cuffs back on me, on my ankles and my wrists. So I'm walking. It was a good walk. So we ended up getting the general population. They put me in the cell with this older guy. He had the bottom bunk. He was in there by himself. He was chilling. He was a cool old head. Man, when I first walked in there, he talking about some, hold up, y'all. Light went out. He talking about some, yo, you still got your peanut butter? I'm like, what? He like, yeah, youngin, you still got your peanut butter? I'm like, yeah, oh, yeah, like, why, what's up? He's like, yo, you're going to come up off that. I'm like, what? So mind you, like, I'm not for none of that. I'm pretty sure if anybody come up to you talking about, like, I need that, like, I'm taking that up off you, you gonna go in that mode, like, you gonna react. So he talking about, I need that, like, you gonna come up off that. I'm like, yeah, right over here, like, we gonna fight in here. He just like, nah, youngin, I'm playing with you. Like, people gonna test you in here. I'm just like, yeah, I understand. I respect it. He just like, what you in here for? Like, you seem young. So I'm telling him, he's just like, yo, you got to get it together. Like, he said, you too young to be getting jammed up and stuff like this. And like, something dumb like that. Like, if you going to come to jail with a, like, do something like that. Gotta, you know what I mean? Like come to jail for something for real. Like, some real, like, real trouble. I'm like, yeah, I understand. Like, you know, it was a misunderstanding. I ain't worried about it. I was in the cell with him for about 5 hours. You know, we were just chopping it up the whole time. He was giving me words of wisdom. You know, we going back and forth, talking about football, like what's going on. I think he was in there for like 6 years, 7 years. We were just chopping it up. I ended up talking to my judge at like 10 o'clock in the morning. She gave me bail. She said the same thing. She said, you seem like a young kid. I don't want to see you back down here. So I ended up getting bail. They got in contact with my parents. Parents came down with the bail's bondman, took care of all that. They let me out the back door after that. You know, they let me straight out the back door. You know how the guards be. Oh, I'll see you again soon. You know, I'm like, nah, like, no, you won't. Because I ain't even that type of person. I be chilling. That was like a crazy experience for me at that moment. Because, like, that was my first time really in jail with grown men. Like, it was just crazy to me. And like the way people, I don't know, I can't say that because I wasn't even there that long, so I can't say the way people make it seem in jail. So I can't even say that. But that was my story time of how I got pulled over with a gun and went to jail. You know, it was crazy. But I just, that was a one-time experience that I ever want to go through again. You know, I don't think anybody just be like, I want to go to jail or, but I will not be experiencing that again. I won't, you know, that I don't wish that on anybody. I don't wish jail on anybody. That's somewhere I don't want anybody to be. Why would you want to be in jail with a whole bunch of dudes? I mean, you can be out here in the world, get into a bag. You can be doing whatever you got to do, but sitting in jail, nah, that's not it. That's not the way to go. But that was my story time for y'all. You know, I got plenty more. The next video I'm gonna drop, that joint's gonna be even crazy. So make sure you subscribe, turn on post notifications so you can see that video. Give this video a thumbs up. We going hard, y'all. We are going hard. And one more thing. I want y'all to drop in the comments. I want y'all to drop like what y'all want to start seeing. Like I like to go off my fan base. I want y'all to give me video ideas, like what y'all want to see. I'm doing vlogs. I'm waiting for it to warm up though a little bit so I can do the vlogs. I got a crazy group of people. My group my group, we do everything. Like, I want y'all to just start dropping stuff down in the video. Y'all want to, in the comments, what y'all want to see. Our goal for right now, my goal right now, I want to get to 100 subscribers. Let's do that first. Let's get to, matter of fact, let's get to 50 subscribers. Let's get to 50 subscribers, and then we can start working for crazier goals, you know. But yeah, I hope y'all like this video. It's your boy HBG Kai, and I'm out.